The Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. We back. We back. After Sixers loss, a close game though, overtime loss to the Milwaukee Bucks, 105-109. Let me throw the plug in there. Like, comment, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. You know what it is. Show love to your fellas over here. But back to back game, back to back. You gotta take everything in perspective, right? Back to back game, but it was back to back home games, which is a little different than back to back road. Still back to back games. So it's long game, back to back games. We was up by 20 at one point, but you seen the effect a back to back game has on you. Do I want to try to ride that too much? No, because I didn't give the Knicks a lot of pass yesterday on it. So I mean, we gotta live with it. It's basketball, you know. You don't get an asterisk because you lost a back to back game. It's just a loss on your record. But it showed because the legs looked tired in the fourth and in overtime.
Especially Toby. Second half, Toby was balling early in the game. Second half, Toby's legs looked dead. He had shots. He got himself in position to shoot shots, and he just was off. Ben was missing layups and everything else. Ben,
yeah, that I really don't understand. That kind of and that what irks me about Ben. I mean, I know we're gonna talk about it more, but what irked me the most about Ben Simmons tonight, and it probably irked everybody that watches Ben Simmons and listens to this, is that he made a 3-pointer and he shot it. It was many times in the game where you could.
And it looked good too.
It did look good. The form looked good. Everything. But why do it in desperation? Why not do it in the flow of the game and get comfortable with it, man? Giannis is a terrible. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be on record saying this. If Ben starts shooting a three, he will be a better 3-point shooter than Giannis ever could be.
That's what it looked like, because when he shoots, like he shot the other one the other game, when he shot one at the end of the game, and it went net.
Giannis looks horrible shooting.
Well, let me jump in.
Please, because I'm getting upset.
All right. I'm really frustrated with this game. My frustration level is because this game was a win. And I'm wearing two hats. One hat I'm thinking this team can't beat us in the 7-game series when we have our full squad in there. With Joel Embiid starting.
Just remember they get PJ Tucker too, just another weapon for them.
They did. Now that was announced during the game. Yeah. But Joel Embiid, there's no way this team can beat us. But tonight, there was no way this team should have beaten us. But we sat there and we got a little lazy. And it says a lot about those back-to-back games. Those back-to-back games are significant when it comes to the team that play. And we're playing a lot of games in a short period of time, and then they are also back-to-back. The NBA didn't do any service to any of these teams. But Ben Simmons, this is what I'm talking about. I'm a Ben Simmons apologist. That's my man through and through.
Don't say this is what I'm talking about, because you're about to rip him, because that's not what you're talking about.
No, I've ripped him in the past. I just don't go overboard. It's one thing to talk about, to be critical. It's one thing to just be a hater. I'm not on a hater spectrum where you and your brother are. But as far as Ben, this is the little things I'm talking about when I say challenge yourself early in the game, early in the season, so that you can get that confidence. But if you continue just to play to your strengths and not work on your weaknesses, now in this type of game, we could have used some different types of moves, like a little, not just those baby hooks or those runners or those, but actually like a 10-foot jumper, an elbow jumper, those things. But you can't test them in the middle of a playoff series. You got to be testing them throughout the games early in the season.
Hold on, let's not forget. I wait. I won't cut you off, but you got to remember we lost Seth Curry too. Let's not forget that. That's huge.
I was thinking it up though. It wasn't like
wait. Because I agree. I agree wholeheartedly with Ethan about saying about Ben Simmons needs to shoot that three. I agree. But this is what I'm not going to do. What I'm not going to do is say, yeah, because he got to shoot. He shot the shots that he had been making. He just missed. He was like 3 for 11 or something crazy. They was the shots he has been hitting during this run. He just was missing.
You still could challenge. Develop.
So you're telling me?
You gotta develop yourself.
So you're telling me he's off and missing these layups, so he's gonna hit these jumpers because he's missing layups.
Wayne, what I'm saying is develop, because Doc said they had to take Ben out because he was getting winded, so they took him out for a little bit. What I'm saying is,
because he was sticking Giannis.
What I'm saying is there are things you can do in a game that's not going to take as much energy if you just driving hard to the court every single possession, where the only thing you can do is pretty much drive, get layups. That's extending a lot of energy.
Let me ask you this.
It is.
Let me ask you this.
It is.
How many games have you seen where Ben has been winded? With the way that he plays, how many times he's been winded? So you don't think that it has nothing? Now, I agree that I do think that he do need to shoot those other things, but that's not why we lost.
You're arguing a point that you agree with me with. That's what I'm saying.
because you're coming out, you're saying he irritates you with this, but this is the same Ben Simmons, the same. This is how he is. This is what he's been playing this way, and we've been winning.
Wayne, this is a scenario that could possibly happen. That will happen.
So you're telling me he's going to shoot better from outside? But he's missing layups.
No,
but he's going to shoot better jump shots.
Develop your game during the season so that you can have that part of your repertoire during the season and in the playoffs.
So
I'm just saying, work on it.
So he missed layups. That was his problem. He missed.
But in Tim's argument about that's expending yourself. The way Ben is playing in order to score does expend a lot of energy. You got to remember, this year Ben is only attempting 10.11 shots a game. He took 16 tonight. Mm-hmm. So if you up that to 16 shots a game, the way he shoots, the way he has to attack the basket and go hard in order to shoot, that's to spend a lot of energy. And then you got to expend it on defense. So that does expend a lot of energy. That's why you see that's why you see Joel Embiid sometimes settle for the jumper.
So you're telling me, listen, and again, I agree with all those things that y'all saying about him shooting. I'm just saying, to me, I'm not now. If it's a game where he can't get to the basket, like how he doing in times where he was just driving, then there's nothing there and he kicking it out, or he acting like he's scared to drive, I would agree with you. That's when the jump shot would be. He just was missing. He was missing. That's all. And I don't think if he's missing layups, if he don't got enough strength in his legs to hit these layups, I don't see where all of a sudden he's going to be banging down all these mid. Look at Tobias. Tobias can hit his mid-range.
Is he missing because he was tired, because he has to extend a lot of energy in order to score the way he scores?
He's probably missing because he's playing a second half of a back-to-back, and he's guarding Giannis, one of the hardest players to guard in the league.
Yeah.
So yes, I do think that's something. Like we said, he don't shoot those many shots on a normal occasion. He's not going to shoot that many shots. So would I have liked to see him? Like I said, the thing ticked me off more than anything was that 3-pointer. I agree wholeheartedly with that. But if somebody's legs is dead, his legs is dead. So what good did the jump shot do to Tobias tonight?
Now he missed layups. He missed everything.
No, Tobias missed the whole, because they cut the lane off. Tobias was going hard to the basket the first half. They cut the paint off and they made him have to start shooting his mid-range that he usually hits, but his legs was dead. That's all I'm saying. The same thing. Danny Green was cooking the first half. Danny Green was hitting. Second half, his legs was dead.
Did I run off all crazy?
No. That's another thing. Y'all gotta stop disrespecting Danny Green. I know Danny Green's not no superstar, nothing like that, but Danny Green plays his role. It's a lot of people out there that have ripped Danny Green, but then they'll always be ready to give Seth Curry. Seth had 10 points. You know what I'm saying? And plays no defense. Danny Green came up with a big steal against Giannis down the stretch in that run toward the end of the fourth quarter for us to get to overtime. So get off my man Danny Green back some.
Another thing that we messed up with playing Mike Scott. Mike Scott right now is just playing like trash. I mean, that 10-minute stretch hurt us. He was 0 for 5 for the game. He gave us nothing. It
wasn't even a fact he went 0 for 5. It was the shot, the 2 3-pointers he shot back to back.
But they was wide open. They was like, there was nobody around him. And they were just like bricks.
But you don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt back to back, huh?
Who? He ain't hardly played no minutes last night and they ain't do nothing. What did he do yesterday?
Ben Simmons has 7 turnovers too.
Yeah, but he had four of those 7 came in the first 8 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
So like he struggled, but we overcame that because
Ben struggled tonight, no doubt about it.
But we overcame it because we got up 18. We had an 18-point lead, and then we got sloppy with the ball.
Yeah, but you got teams. I didn't, even when we was up, I didn't feel like it was over because of the team we're playing.
The Bucks look like they was
They're a
just
good
missing.
team.
Bucks look like they was missing. Bucks look like they was missing a lot in the first half.
Yeah,
they-
right.
Half,
Did
Vincenzo
y'all
hit.
feel comfortable? Did y'all feel like it was over when we was up 18?
I thought it was over
Until they ran it down. Once they ran it down to 10, I felt uncomfortable. When they got it down to 10, I felt very uncomfortable because I knew that we didn't have. I got uncomfortable because I looked like I saw Tobias look like he was. That's why they got back. Tobias, who's been carrying the load, and I'm not going to rip Tobias because Tobias been balling. You could tell he was tired this game. So
they're gonna need them 2 days off.
No, they are. And plus they played. It was a tough game last night. The Knicks is a tough defensive team. So then you follow that up. And I mean, there's no excuses. This basketball, that's what it is. The Sixers beat the Knicks. Like Ethan said, we beat the Knicks on their back-to-back. In the same way, they was up on us 10 and we came back down the end and then they're pulling off a close game. So, but it is what it is. But I just hate because it's gonna be see the Bucks is coming for the Sixers. Sixers just won 6 straight games. They lost one, and everybody now gonna be in their bag.
Not to mention the refs, they was giving them some road cooking because the N1s that they gave Giannis was fraudulent. I mean, they would call it all the way out. He took like 2 steps, held the ball. They told him some N1. I'm like, really?
No, I ain't do all that.
It was.
No, it was legit. But I think it makes a difference when your team is. What's up, Ethan?
Sixers only shot 8 free throws.
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
But you ain't got. I mean, our main free throw shooter is Joel Embiid, though. He is our main free throw shooter. So
yeah, but I mean, that's why I think a lot of it has to do with the not being able to. I think it has a lot to do with being tired. You tired. You play in the second half, and that's also something to it. You playing shorthanded the last 3-4 games. Like ever since actually we played shorthanded ever since the All-Star break. So that also kind of add to now you got more guys having to play more minutes and do more stuff. So we'll get through it. I'm
Giannis
not
is the most what he did sitting down in the middle of the court. That was very disrespectful. The Sixers better remember that. They better remember that. I don't care. I don't
it wouldn't
know.
have bothered me as much except for the fact that we didn't have B. Like sucker, y'all shouldn't even been getting spanked from the beginning.
No, but you don't do that in basketball. That's showing your.
I mean, I don't know what happened in that game because you got to remember he had 4 at half
because Ben was shutting him down
or something like that.
Yeah, 1 for 4 for 4 points in the half.
Till they started calling the game fouls. Till they started giving them all the fouls.
He finished the game with 32.
Yeah, but
he's not even a good foul shooter, so you can't put it all on that.
No, but the thing was, like, Tim pointers, they started calling a whole lot of fouls for him. Yeah. Foul shots is not always indicative of foul. Foul shots are not always indicative of calls because you get the calls where you just checking it to the side and all that too. So, right. But it's like it was like a couple of them plays they called a foul, and I'm like, it was one play he tried to muscle through Ben, bang out on rock. It looked like to me. And then Danny Green came over to help and they blew the whistle. But I'm like on his 5th foul. Like I didn't really think that was the kind of foul you needed to call. You wasn't calling it both ways like that. So Giannis started getting the benefit of calls. Ben got in foul trouble, 5 fouls. Tobias looked like he was tired. Giannis just bullied him down in the post, but I attribute that to him being tired in the second half.
Nah, Giannis won't bully. Only we win with B because Giannis can't bully B.
No, but
he bullied Toby.
The first half they was playing decent defense on him. That's what I'm saying. But the first half,
he didn't bully Ben though. Ben, he
in overtime he did. I guess Ben had 5 fouls, so he didn't want to foul him.
Yeah.
So he just let him go. Kind of look like.
Yeah, at that point they were just trying to get him in foul trouble. But Ben struggled. He had an up and down. You talking about an up and down game. He had a triple double, but it didn't feel like a triple.
He had a triple. It definitely.
Yeah, he had a triple double.
I ain't.
And almost had a quadruple double if you count.
Yeah, I'm about to say quadruple with the turnovers. No, it was a bad. It was a bad game for Ben though.
Danny, Cork, and Shake hit big shots in that 4th quarter though. That was a huge shot by Cork Moss. For some reason in the clutch he hit it, but regular game time we missed like 3 in overtime.
Yeah, wasn't that crazy?
3 offensive rebounds and missed all 3 of them wide open looks.
And they was all wide open. But that's what I'm saying about
looks.
But that's what I'm saying about. To me, I think a lot of it had to do with the fatigue of playing back to back, and now you're in overtime.
That's what Doc just said. He said the fatigue factor played a factor as far as the back to back for Ben. He just said that in his press conference.
But they all played. Did he say that about the Knicks? I'm not. I'm just. I mean, you got to be
No, I
honest
agree
all the way
with you.
across the board.
I agree with you.
This
I
the
agree.
same position. The Knicks was up 20 on us, right? Or
No, they
18 or
was up
something.
10. They was up 10.
Same thing. Worked right back. Got in that game because of. So
I
we'll see
mean, the
what
Knicks
happens in
had
the
their
next
big
game.
score though. But see, that's where games like this is where I think it makes a difference. Where your superstar or your bring it home player like your Embiid.
Embiid, yep.
Yeah. So
And
then
Giannis
like
brought it home for them. He showed it.
Yeah. Right.
Huge 3 hit too, man. I just knew once he shot it, I said that junk is going in, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we play them full. We mopping them. Trust me, we about to mop them when we come back full strength on them. I don't care who they picked up.
We play the Knicks again next, don't we?
No, we played them when I think
we don't play them. We I know we play them this weekend.
No, we play the Kings on Saturday, and then we play the Knicks Sunday. It is this weekend.
So another back to back. So now the Knicks get to play us on the back to back.
They get us, yeah. So we get 2 days to rest, which they're really going to need those 2 days.
Listen, this is be honest with you, I can't. This is kind of like a throwing game. I didn't expect them to win.
I didn't either.
I did.
Yeah, I think Tim was the only one. I think me and you both said we didn't expect them to win.
I ain't expecting to win because the Bucks. But once they was up, I was like, hold on, we might have something here. But they fought to the end. They took it to overtime. Honestly, to get to overtime was magical.
Yeah,
you know, however you want to say it, because of them big, crazy threes that they hit. So they at least got that far. And I didn't think they was going to be in overtime because you seen the fatigue factor was setting in. So they fought. That's all. That's what I want to see.
You know what the problem was also when we had that 14 and 16 point lead. That game, the lead should actually been 30.
It should have.
It should have been like 30.
We was up 20.
Well, what I'm saying is we struggled as well. So what happened was like I think one quarter we held them to 14 points, or no, I know the Knicks was yesterday. We held them to like 13 a day. We kept them. They only scored 31 points in the first half. So we should have been up by 30 in all honesty. But what happened?
I mean, other teams play defense. Milwaukee does play D.
Yeah.
But we I didn't even know we was ranked number 2 coming into the game. I had no idea.
What, defense?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know.
Who's number 1? Is it Utah?
I think Utah is number 1.
Number 1 in what way? What? In just an overall defense or points allowed or whatever?
I think it's just overall defense.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this game was just a frustrating game because, like, I agree with Ethan. Like, I thought it was no way in the world we was going to win this game, coming off a back-to-back. And I know New York is a tough defensive team. We talked about this, before the New York game. When we was talking about mapping out how the season would go. But like Ethan said, it was there. It was there. We thought we had it. It'd have been nice if we'd have seen the Seth Curry that we've been seeing. It's nice if we'd have seen him a little bit tonight. Then it might have been a little bit of difference. But Shake was off, and Shake was off in the first half, but then Shake heated up in the second.
Brooklyn was right on our heels too. They blew out the Pacers tonight.
Who?
Brooklyn.
So
I think we should be tied with them now, right?
We tied, yeah.
James Harden had 40, 15, and 10 with no Kyrie. Yeah.
So we could very well slip to the third spot easy.
And you know what else is important? We got to find out what's going on with Seth.
Well, Doc said
Seth was huge that next game. What you mean?
Because I'm getting wary of Seth. It's like Seth get more breaks than anybody else on this team, bro. And I do it myself too. Like,
because his daddy is the coach.
No, but I'm talking about from the fans. Like the fans a lot of the fans be ready to give Seth a break. Like we gave because of Corona and he was balling early on. But
was Seth a premature baby?
Seth is inconsistent.
He got a lot of ailments.
He an athlete.
What'd you say?
He an athlete. What, he got bad ankles?
Is Embiid premature too?
I know, right? But no, what I'm saying is because his ankle is always his ankle. If you think about it, it's always his ankles just giving out on him. I don't know if he just got bad ankles or weak ankles, but Doc did say in a press conference that he don't think it's too severe. So hopefully he'll be ready by Saturday.
I don't see it. I don't see it because
the Nets might have passed us.
We play it back-to-back there, right?
We play on Sunday. We play Sunday. You think he might come Sunday?
We play Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
I don't see him playing both games.
So maybe he'll show up on Sunday?
Yeah.
No, man, I like I said, Seth irks me something. Like even with the injury. First of all, he got the ball on a fast break. Put the shot up. What is he sitting there stopping and pump faking with two dudes trailing him, and then he slips and falls? Like get the shot up or just pull out and come out all together. It was just a dumb shot.
Let me ask y'all something though, right? About the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you look at coaching and you look at decisions players make, sometimes I gotta blame that on coaching. Even when we came back in the fourth quarter, right? 3 seconds left. You're up 1. Don't take the layup.
Are you talking about Middleton?
Yeah, would you take the layup or would you run around make them foul you to make more time run off the clock?
But they was
like a free throw.
No, that's what the commentators were saying. They were up 1, and he made the layup to make him go up 3. But if you just keep going straight, you're running out more time, like you're saying. And
yes, and you shoot
put
the free
more pressure
throw
on the other team.
Yes, and now instead of 3 seconds, you got 2, maybe 1.5.
And then you got to make that. Then you got to make that more difficult shot.
Yeah,
but see,
come on.
But see, that's what, and I agree with that. That's why I'm saying everybody that ripped us for ripping Brett all these years when we was ripping Brett. This was my biggest thing with Brett, and everybody talking about like a regular. Oh, well, Brett had a lot of good talent, but he made a lot of dumb like his player. Remember, especially Ethan used to always say, we got to be the dumbest team IQ wise because we always made the dumbest mistakes, and that's coaching. And you don't see as much of that now when you have Doc. But you look at some of these other teams, like you look at like the Bucks, for instance. That's probably why they always get bounced out the playoffs. You know, they got talent and win the regular season, but then when they get tight. So
and Middleton, was it overtime when Middleton shoots the step back 3? Go to the hole.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm real. The boy Drew Holiday though, he nice. He actually played way better than Ben today, offensively anyway, and defensively because he put the clamps on Tobias and he put the clamps on Ben. And Tobias,
I'm trying to remember if you didn't like Drew when he was here. Was that you or Wayne?
No, I never disliked Drew.
No,
we had to get rid of Drew because he was too good enough for us to tank. We won too many games, so he had to leave because keeping him, we would have kept getting to the teens and the 20s in the draft. So you had to let him go.
My biggest problem with Drew was Doug Collins, because Doug Collins tried to, like, first of all, all right, we see now Evan Turner was what Evan Turner was, but I don't even think that he was even trying to see what Evan Turner was because he kept trying to force Drew Holiday to be like. Now Drew ended up turning into a quality type.
So it
player,
was Wayne.
No,
yes,
but Doug Collins. No, ho. Because Ethan was all for the Turner too. Ethan was
because at that time I wanted to see the kid play.
But that's what I'm saying.
We drafted him number 2.
That's what I'm saying.
He's sitting on the bench looking like Markelle Fultz. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. And that was my problem because and then it was like they kept pumping the story. Oh, Doug Collins, he coached Drew Holiday's father, and all, like I just wanted to see. I didn't like Doug. That's what it was. But I didn't mind Drew. I just same way everybody tried to hype Iggy, Drew, all these medium range talent dudes. They tried to hype them like they was studs.
Bro, Miami is rolling. So is the Nets, and so are the Bucks. We got it.
The Sixers.
We were rolling. But
Sixers was 8-2 in the last 10. I think this is coming into the night. Sixers was 8-2. Yeah. Nets 9-1. Bucks 9-1. Heat 9-1. So all of them was rolling.
That's right now.
Sixers lost against another one of the teams that was rolling in a tough game.
We got to keep track of this record. We're 2-1 on this 8-game swing we talked about, right?
Well, when do we start? Are we
started with the Knicks? No, we started with the game before the Knicks. Who we play before the Knicks? When
Chicago. Ain't that the one when B got hurt though?
No.
What one did B get hurt?
No, we play. Who do we play? Now you got me thinking. I don't even remember now. But
we're
2-1.
The Spurs. We beat the Spurs and the Knicks, and then we lost to the Bucks.
Yeah, so we're 2-1. I said hopefully we'll go 4-4. Tim said 6-2, and you said 6-2.
No, I said 5-3. Get it right. Tim said 6-2, and he said 6-2. He don't even know if that's enough. And I said 6-2 is outstanding if it's good competition. 5-3 is what I see them going.
So now we got Sacramento, a tough game versus Sacramento on Saturday, and then Sunday we're in New York, and then we go west, and that's when we got those big games. Golden State,
Cupcake Warriors, we knocking them out.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Come back here and join us. We'll be back.
So we'll be back on Saturday. Yeah, we'll be back Saturday night. So hopefully we'll have a 4-man team because it seems like we won't be having them no more.
I just counted the game. If Beat is out 8 games, that means he will be back for the Nuggets game.
No, this what
He
they
get
saying
reevaluated.
is he'll be reevaluated. What I heard Doc
they
say,
probably wouldn't have him back anyway, not in the middle of the West Coast trip. Yeah.
And Doc said that he's I heard him say 3 weeks when he was on the show with the Jump, and he said 3 weeks. So we're looking really at a 3-week period for Joel.
So we're looking at least 10 to 12 games.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is, Ben, I just need.
Let me ask you this: Does Joel Embiid drop out the MVP race because of the games missed?
Yes.
Regardless if we win or lose.
Yes.
I don't know if he drops out. No,
he's not the front runner anymore.
Only reason I would get, if we're losing big and then he comes back and we start dominating, I think that would add to his value of being MVP. But if we're maintaining and he comes back, I think he'll lose too much ground considering who else is playing and what they're doing. I think it actually boosts Harden's. I actually think that boosts Harden. Harden plays every game.
Yeah, I think Harden has now crept in front of Joel Embiid.
Harden is number one.
He plays every game, and his team is winning.
Harden is the front runner.
Is it Harden or is it LeBron and Harden? No, it's LeBron. Last time I seen it, it's LeBron. What's the guy from Denver?
Joker,
Harden, and I think Embiid. Or Embiid, Harden. It was one of the two before Embiid went out. Now I think Harden creeped in front.
I mean, if Denver balls and get themselves in a good position in the playoffs, I think you would have to give serious consideration to Joker.
And I think Curry, shout out to Simon Curry, was like 5 or 6.
So, all right, that's a wrap. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. We on iTunes, Spotify, Twitter, YouTube.
Let me ask you, do y'all want to see Ben start shooting at 3?
I do.
Write it in the comments. Do y'all want to see Ben?
You talking about them? I absolutely do.
Yeah. Do y'all want to see Ben start shooting at?
Everybody wanting to shoot. It's up to him.
Before Wayne said he don't care though. But
no.
Just keep that in mind.
Wait, saying I don't.
You said I don't care.
I said I don't care. I don't care if he scores if we're winning. I don't care if he can't shoot it. I don't care if he's not shooting it. But to me, it looks like he can shoot it.
Do anybody
I want to see him shoot?
Do anybody got Ben's therapist phone number? We need an emergency call.
I'm gonna get in touch. I'm gonna get in touch with him.
We need an emergency call. Like, yo,
what's her name? Jenner? What was it?
All right, y'all. We out.
Later.
All right.